33 Tehama, San Francisco's finest rental building, but for some reason, San Francisco with skyscrapers just never mixes well in the soup. I feel like every single time there's a skyscraper problem, it's always in San Francisco. Now, remember the Millennium Tower situation that's happening? Yeah, you probably remember this. It's the Leaning Tower of San Francisco. Residents bought these condos, which is worse than renting, because renting at least you're just paying a few $1,000s, but when you buy, you're spending millions, and now residents are being forced to pay millions and millions of dollars just for the failed project. And guess what? You got sewer being backed up. Imagine buying a $3, $4, $5 million condo and you're stinking up the whole entire place. This is probably by far one of the worst places to live in America, and they're spending millions of dollars. And this tower is literally still leaning. They're still trying to fix this building to this day. It's been like years at this point, and it's only going to get worse. And look at this, like sewer and dirt and everything being backed up. I got to feel a little bit sorry for some of these ultra wealthy individuals. But 33 Tehama is having the same exact problem. Like I said before, San Francisco just has a bunch of skyscraper problems. Not to mention, this is a city known for earthquakes. So skyscrapers aren't exactly super trustworthy, especially with the Millennium Tower already shaking. These are some really scary times, but 33 Tehama is by far one of the best rentals in my opinion. They're charging extremely high prices, and also like the residents and the amenities and the elevated living, it's all very high end. Like if you want something super nice, like this is the place for you. And look at how much they're charging. One bedrooms, less than 600 square feet, $4,000. That's insane. That's $4,000 a month, not a year, a single month. If you want a two bed, some of them go up to $16,000 a month, with average about $6,500 with less than 1,000 square footage of space. But the one bedrooms are the most popular ones, and you do see there's a lot of one bedrooms on the market. Many people are pretty frustrated about the situation because now residents of this tower said they cannot return for the rest of this year. So they're basically homeless for a while. Now, initially, the tower did get the residents to a hotel for a couple of days, but afterwards they're like, you're on your own. This is insane because these guys are paying top dollar to live in one of the nicest towers in San Francisco. They want to enjoy some of these amenities. They don't want to be in the hotel. They don't want to be homeless for the next few weeks. But hey, man, when the whole tower is literally gushing out hundreds and thousands of gallons of water every single week, they kind of have to leave. The nightmare continues. I didn't know it started back in 2022. More than 400 residents were displaced because of intensive water damage. Hines, which is a building's owner, informed residents that they don't really know what the move-in process will begin next year. And I'm sure these residents are not happy at all. Not to mention, the rents are very expensive in this building, and they're pretty frustrated about the situation. Let me show you how bad the water situation is. This is what it looks like. It's raining from the 32nd floor. This is what it looks like in the emergency staircase area. It's just water everywhere, and this is very scary because water at this level damages buildings. Damages the walls, damages the foundation of the building. So this is not great, and not to mention all the nasty stuff happening. This is basically like a swimming pool amount of water being dumped into the building, and the repairs are going to be costing millions of dollars because this is absolutely unacceptable. I mean, this is a pretty high-end building, and this is happening. Not to mention, this whole scenario has been panning out for the past few months, and nothing has really been fixed. So there you go. This is what it essentially looks like. And now the residents are pretty mad about the situation, not to mention a lot of looting that's been happening. There's even whole videos showing contractors stealing stuff from the vacant skyscraper. I mean, their stuff are still in there. Like, if you look at what's going on, you got random people going through the units, contractors, and just straight up stealing people's items. And also, you got checkbooks, right? In some residents' cases, thousands of dollars went missing from their bank account this morning because check information and a lot of other things were leaked. And 2 fraudulent checks were cashed in their accounts. And yeah, that's a lot of money just simply gone. So not only are residents cannot go to this building, just live and enjoy the high life, but also they're getting looted as well. I mean, talk about spending $4,000 a month for this type of situation. I've noticed something about San Francisco. Like, seriously, just avoid the skyscrapers in general. I feel like every single time when you hear some major problem happening with skyscrapers, it's always in the Bay Area. I just really do feel like San Francisco and skyscrapers just do not mix well at all. And the residents, I don't know what they're going to be doing, but apparently they're going to have to go to other areas. This is what Hines is saying. The final inspection process for the building will commence in December. This was an email a few days ago on November 21st, allowing the return process to begin 2024. But is it January 2024 or is it like December 2024? We don't really know. And Hines is saying that we appreciate your patience. Please know that they're trying to make every effort to make everything return as quickly as possible. And now residents are lawyering up. They're hiring a bunch of lawyers to sue Hines, essentially. And lawyers representing a whole cohort of residents said that people are really scarred by the experience. And they're trying to find other permanent housing units as well. I mean, I don't really think this is a good reputation. Even if the building is fully repaired, I highly doubt people are willing to spend $4,000 to go through that nightmare again. And I think a lot of these massive buildings in San Francisco recently just got canceled. There's a lack of investors. We're seeing buildings like these just not having any more tenants. I mean, this building at least has some very high-end tenants living in it. But now after this scenario, we're seeing hundreds of tenants leave. This building is now completely empty. And I'm sure they're still paying mortgages and a lot of money on the building. They have repairs that they got to do. Property tax are insane. They got employees that got to pay, HOA and home insurance tax. These are all very expensive things that's adding up for 33 Tehama. And the scary part is without any tenants, they can't really pay the bills. Literally, the company right now is getting sued and they got to pay a bunch of bills and a bunch of repair fees. And I wouldn't really be surprised if in the next few months, even the next year, if the building even goes default. I mean, we've been seeing whole skyscrapers in San Francisco going default recently. And because of these bad reviews, even if they fix it, I highly doubt residents are willing to come back and rent this place. And I feel like this is just a really bad scenario being played out. And developers are panicking. They have so much stuff they gotta pay. This building is losing money every single day because there's no tenants. If there's still like 400 tenants in this, then yeah, that's fine. They could still make some pretty decent money. But with everyone gone because the building is deemed unsafe to live in, they're going to be paying a crap ton of bills. And guess what? San Francisco's population is already declining. With some of the wealthiest tech workers moving online or moving outside the Bay Area. So I don't know what 33 Tehama is going to be doing once the building is fixed in the next year. Will they get the same amount of tenants? I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, and see you later.